You're sitting quietly in the living room, maybe scrolling on your phone, maybe just resting after a long day. Your dog walks over slowly. No excitement, no barking. Just a calm, deliberate movement across the room. They stop beside you for a moment. Then you hear it. A long, soft sigh. Not a whine, not a groan. Just a deep exhale, almost like the kind a person makes when they finally sit down after a tiring day. Your dog lowers themselves onto the floor or curls up next to you. Their body relaxes. Their breathing slows. Within a few seconds, the room feels quieter somehow. Most owners barely think about this moment. Dogs sigh all the time, but that small sound, the sigh right before your dog settles beside you, may actually be revealing something important about how your dog's brain experiences safety. Most people interpret this moment very simply. Your dog is tired. Your dog is bored. Maybe your dog is just settling down for a nap. And sometimes that's true. Dogs do sigh when they're relaxed, but researchers who study animal behavior noticed something interesting about this sound. Dogs often sigh right after approaching a trusted human, not when they're alone in another room, not when they're pacing or restless. Instead, the sigh appears during moments of social closeness, which raises an intriguing possibility. What if that deep exhale isn't just fatigue? What if your dog's brain is actually signaling something deeper, a shift from alertness into a state of emotional safety? Scientists who study dog-human relationships have spent years examining moments like this. One of the most influential research groups comes from Eötvös Loránd University in Budapest, a leading center for canine cognition. In several studies, researchers observed how dogs behave when their owners are present versus when they are absent. They measured body language, stress signals, and how easily dogs relaxed in different situations. What they found looked strikingly similar to patterns seen in human children. Psychologists call it the secure base effect. When a trusted caregiver is nearby, a child's nervous system settles. The environment feels predictable. Exploration becomes easier. Rest becomes deeper. Dogs appear to show the same pattern. When their primary human is present, dogs display lower stress indicators. Their bodies relax more quickly. They lie down sooner and remain calmer in unfamiliar environments. That means when your dog walks over, sighs, and settles next to you, their brain may be responding to the presence of what psychologists call a secure attachment figure. In simple terms, your dog's nervous system recognizes something important. The individual who organizes their sense of safety is nearby. And once that signal is confirmed, the body finally allows itself to relax. Inside your dog's brain, that sigh may be connected to a quiet chemical shift. When dogs interact with a trusted human, through touch, eye contact, or simple proximity, their brains release oxytocin. This molecule is often called the bonding hormone, but neuroscientists describe it more accurately as a safety signal. Oxytocin lowers activity in the brain's alarm systems. It reduces cortisol, the hormone associated with stress. Heart rate slows. Some muscles soften. Breathing becomes deeper and more regular. You can think of it like a neurological message that says, the environment is stable enough to relax. That's where the sigh may come in. In many mammals, a long exhale marks the moment the body transitions from alertness into rest. The lungs release tension. The nervous system shifts toward the parasympathetic state, the biological mode designed for recovery and sleep. So when your dog walks over, lets out a deep sigh, and curls up beside you, their body may be completing a small but important process. The brain confirms safety. Oxytocin rises, stress signals fall, and the nervous system finally allows the body to power down. That quiet sigh may be the audible sign that your dog's brain has decided something important. Right here, beside you, is a safe place to relax. To understand why this happens, we have to go back long before dogs lived inside human homes. The ancestors of dogs slept outdoors, in forests, grasslands, and open terrain where resting meant vulnerability. When a wolf or early dog lay down, its brain had to decide one crucial thing. Is this place safe enough to relax? In a pack, that decision was easier. Other members of the group shared awareness of the environment. One animal might sleep, while another stayed partially alert. Over time, dogs that began living alongside humans adapted this ancient social system. Humans gradually became part of the dog's pack structure. Archaeological evidence from early domestication sites suggests that dogs and humans shared sleeping areas thousands of years ago. That closeness created a new kind of safety signal. Instead of relying only on other dogs, the brain began recognizing humans as protective social partners. So when your dog sighs and settles beside you today, that tiny moment may still echo a much older instinct. Rest becomes easier when a trusted member of the group is close. What's remarkable is that this moment doesn't only calm your dog, it can calm you as well. Studies on human-animal interaction show that when people sit quietly with a relaxed dog, their own bodies begin to change. Cortisol levels drop. Heart rate slows. The brain releases small amounts of oxytocin too. In other words, your nervous system starts to mirror the calm state of the animal beside you. That's why the moment your dog sighs and settles near you can subtly change the atmosphere of a room. The tension fades. The space feels quieter. Without realizing it, two different nervous systems are regulating each other. Your dog relaxes because you're there. And over time, your brain learns to relax because your dog is there too. Because this sigh is connected to relaxation, changes in it can sometimes reveal subtle shifts in how your dog is feeling. Most dogs sigh naturally when they settle down. It's part of the body releasing tension before rest. But if a dog suddenly stops relaxing easily, avoids lying down near their owner, or seems restless even in familiar spaces, it can sometimes signal that something has changed in their internal state. Stress, discomfort, environmental changes, or even mild pain can make it harder for the nervous system to switch into that calm resting mode. This doesn't automatically mean something serious is wrong. But dogs often communicate through small changes in everyday behavior. And sometimes, the absence of a simple relaxed sigh can quietly tell you that their sense of comfort in the environment has shifted. So the next time your dog walks over and settles beside you, listen closely. You might hear that familiar long sigh before they lie down. It may sound like nothing more than a tired breath. But inside your dog's brain, it could be the moment their nervous system finally decides the world is safe enough to rest. A quiet signal of trust. The presence of someone their brain recognizes as part of their safety. And if you've ever wondered why your dog sometimes leans their entire body against you, that behavior reveals an even deeper layer of how dogs physically anchor themselves to the humans they trust most.